Hello, my name is Rachel and welcome back to my channel. So today I've got quite an exciting video for you. I'm going to go through my 2-week results from my Trading 212 portfolio. So I say it's exciting because these shares have all done particularly well in the last 2 weeks and I've had a huge 9.26% growth in 2 weeks. That is pretty phenomenal and I'm really pleased with that. So there's some shares in there that have done particularly well, so I will just be going through those today in my video and then also telling you if I've made any changes to the account, which I have, just a couple of sells and then a couple of buys, but generally this is a growth portfolio and I try to hold on to things as long as I feel that they're doing well. I'm not a trader. I don't sit there and buy and sell and buy and sell. I tend to hold on to stocks and shares. So if that's interesting, then please do like and subscribe because I will be doing more of these video updates for you over the coming weeks and months just to see how this account is doing. So I said in my last video that I would like to see this account grow by 40% in the next year. So as it's grown 9.26% in the last 2 weeks, that would mean that in the next year, if it was to carry on at that rate, then at the end of the year it would have made 240% at the end of the year. Now we all know that that is not realistic and that stocks and shares tend to do this over the course of the year, and it could just be that I've had a really good couple of weeks. So I'm still sticking with hoping to make this account grow by 40%. I said in my last video that I am not topping up this account on a monthly basis. I just want to keep it there and see how it can grow without putting more money into it. So I hope that's really interesting to you. Just to say, for transparency and because I think it's really important, I did get one free share this month from someone that subscribed using the link that I have down below. That share was for £7.54 and it was for EasyJet, and I actually sold it straight away, and I have not used that money in these calculations. So the 9.26% growth does not include that extra £7.54 because I don't think that that is fair to use that, because that's not growth from my stocks and shares, that's an external money coming into the account. So the figures that I use will not be using any money that I make from links down below or people signing up using my Trading 212 account, because that's not fair and it's not accurate and it's not honest. So the total that my account is showing at the moment is £1,110.02. As I said, for this calculation, I've taken off the £7.54. So that means that the account, without the extra £7.54 from the EasyJet share, is up to £1,102.48, which is an increase of £93.48 in just 2 weeks, which is 9.26%. So absolutely awesome. Like, that's a great growth. I'm really happy with that. We'll have to see how it goes over the next couple of weeks. I can do an update at a month if that's interesting to you, so let me know in the comments down below. I answer all the comments quite quickly, I think, actually. I'm really enjoying doing this channel. I am still very new to all of this, so I don't have an awful lot of people commenting, so I do answer comments very quickly if there's any questions. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. But just to tell you what happened, so I got that £7.54 as an extra from someone using the link. So I sold that, that was an EasyJet share, and then I bought, used that money, put that money back into the account to buy some different shares. So that is included in here. So just to tell you, I sold that EasyJet share, that was the free share that I got. I also sold the Alibaba that I had in my account, and I also sold the Palantir that I had in the account as well. And I wanted to keep the account at 25 stocks and shares because I feel that that's a manageable number for me. And as I said before, I hold a lot of funds outside of this Trading 212 account. So I have an investment ISA which I have funds in, and they tend to have between 30 and 70 stocks in their funds. So I feel like having 25 stocks within this portfolio is acceptable to me, and it's enough for me to manage, and I'm happy with it. So I wanted to keep it at 25 stocks and shares. So I bought Roku, or ROKU, and then I also bought ASML. So those I bought on the 4th of January. So I have held them now for under 2 weeks, and they are currently up at, so Roku, which I bought under 2 weeks ago, is up, let me find it, is up by 24.4% in just under 2 weeks, so really, really pleased with that. And then I also bought ASML Holdings, which is up 4.82% in the last couple of weeks. So I've held them for just under 2 weeks, but they're the two new ones that I've added to my portfolio. And as I said, I've sold off Alibaba and I've sold off Palantir as well. So yes, I still have those 25 stocks and shares in this account. So just to quickly run you through the names of the 25 holdings that I currently have and plan to hold on to unless I sell them, and if I do, I will update you in my next video, are Moderna, Tesla, Plug Power, Royal Mail, Mercado Libre, CrowdStrike, Natera, Scottish Mortgage Investment Trust, Zillow Group, Taiwan Semiconductor, Trade Desk, Roku, Shopify, PayPal, OKTA, Apple, Infi Corporation, Vectura Group, Advanced Micro Devices, ASML Holding, Zoom, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook and Adobe Systems. So those are the 25 that I'm currently holding at the moment. So yes, I am holding on to those 25 stocks and shares, and in my next video, if you subscribe, then you will see if I make any amendments, if I sell any stocks and shares, or if I add any new ones in. But I'm going to try and keep this account at around 25 different stocks and shares because I feel that's easy to manage. So the majority of these stocks and shares are all in the green, so they're all making money. There are only a few that aren't, so I might review those over the last few weeks. So of the 25, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are not in the positive at the moment. So that's really good. And I'm just going to run through my top 5 this week. I will list them in the description box down below. I might actually just list the top 10 if it's interesting to you, so you can have a little look at them. But I'll just run through my top 5 now, just so you've got a little bit more information about those specific stocks and shares, if they might be something of interest. I'm definitely not recommending them. I'm just saying take a look and do your own research if you're interested. So the top one that I have at the moment is Moderna for me, which since I bought that has gone up 79.46%. Moderna obviously created the vaccine for COVID, which is being used. It's one of the 3 vaccines that's currently being used across the world. So that is why they've seen such a huge increase for a relatively small company since I've bought them. The next one is Tesla, which goes without saying is a electric car company. They make very cool cars, and they have gone up 78.10% since I bought them. The next one is Plug Power, which I actually only really recently bought, and since I bought Plug Power it has gone up 66.67%, and they make hydrogen fuel technology, and they've actually had a deal go through with Renault, so they're going to work hand in hand to produce hydrogen fueled cars. So I'm just going to read you a little bit from the news about that partnership between Renault and Plug Power, just so you've got that bit of extra information. So French car maker Renault and US hydrogen specialist Plug Power have joined forces to develop hydrogen-powered light commercial vehicles. The companies have signed a memorandum of understanding to launch a France-based 50-50 joint venture by the end of June, targeting more than 30% of the fuel cell-powered LCV market in Europe. The news sent shares in Plug Power up by about 16% to a multi-year high of $62.65. The stock traded at little more than $3 at the end of 2019. Renault shares rose just over 2%. So yeah, so I hope that's interesting. So that is my number 1, 2, 3. My number 3. The next one that has grown the most since I had it is actually Royal Mail. So Royal Mail is basically the postal service that we use in the UK. They have gone up by 60.36% since I bought them. And then the final share that I have that's done really well, so my number 5 comes to Mercado Libre, who've gone up 57.80%, and Mercado Libre are basically the PayPal of Latin America, so that's what they do. So those are my top 5. I am really pleased with the performance that I've seen in the first 2 weeks of January. I think it's been a really strong start to the year. I would like to see As I said in my last video, I would like to see these stocks grow by 40% over the course of the year, and we're basically a quarter of the way there, and we're only 2 weeks in to the year, so hopefully I can hit that target. If you would like any more information on any of these stocks or shares, or my Trading 212 account, or anything, then please do let me know in the comments down below. I look forward to hearing from you, and have a lovely day. Bye bye.